by Dr. Monica Nagpal. We did not inherit this world like this, then how can we give this to our next generation in this form? We need to reflect mindfully on our core values and make conscious efforts towards protecting the planet and also achieve all sustainable development goals. With BUNIYAAD, I, Monica Nagpal, will bring to fore sustainability champions who are striving to bring back harmony with the nature and also dignity of each life. Hello friends, today we are meeting online for our BUNIYAAD talk. And today we have Aarati here. She's joining us from Belgaum and she is the founder of Amulya Boondh Foundation. Welcome, Aarati.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
We are very fortunate to have Aarati joining here. She is doing amazing works. That is why I was now asked Aarati to please introduce herself.
Monica ji, first of all, thank you that you thought of having me on your show. I have no big introduction, and that is where we all go wrong when we try to introduce ourselves as someone different from the society. I am just an Aurat that all the women are. I'm just doing my things a little differently than what everybody is doing, and maybe that is why you asked me to give my introduction. So in short, even before saying that I'm a dentist or a mother or a wife, I would like to say that I'm a crazy nature lover to the extent that I can I can go to any extent to protect nature. And that is what everybody's duty should be. So if you ask me in short about my introduction, I'm an Aurat who is crazy about nature. That's it.
Oh my, this is so amazing. Really, I'm telling you, Aarti, if everybody of us can be a little crazy about being nature friendly, nature loving, we will not have all of these crazy things which are going around in the world because we are destroying the nature. We don't understand that when we destroy the nature, we actually destroy ourselves. And when we talk about nature, I always tell this. Why do we call our own nature nature? No,
Yes.
your attribute is called nature. आपका nature कैसा है? So it is because it is the same. Our nature is also nature.
Correct.
No, that is why it is called nature. So yeah, we really have to love nature to love ourselves. So thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. So I have just introduced you as a founder of Amulya Boondh Foundation, which is a beautiful name also. So how did your journey into sustainability start?
It started in 1984, 19th of February when I was born, because my mother did not spend money on diapers. My mother did not have all those hi-fi things that most kids have today. That is where I think our sustainability began. She started using those nappies which were made from old cotton cloth. And she fed us maybe all the natural stuff that was available, what they used to grow in their garden. That is where sustainability started. It took me 20 years to realize, or maybe 30 years to realize that, oh, I was a sustainable person. And now, under the pretext of modernism, I'm trying to do all those things that others are doing. So in 2015, I think Prabhu Sri Ram decided that let me just wake her up. And he gave me a little wake-up call when it did not rain in the entire India. And I saw very little people, very few people worried. Of course, we had a lot of tweets, lot of hashtags, and lot of complaining, blaming the government, literally ranting and abusing the government. But one thing which I thought was, if there was no water, how can even the best prime minister or the best president of the world give us? If there's no water available, that's one thing which couldn't be produced in a lab. It is available in plenty only in nature again. You cannot create it in the lab. So मजे की बात ये है that you can create a baby outside by IVF, लेकिन water cannot be created. And तो तब I realized that ये सब जो everything else that we see, materialism is all fake, and natural resources are the ones which are going to save us. So what we breathe, what we drink, what we eat are the things which are going to save us. So that is where my journey started. I had not thought of this Amulya Boondh or tab nahi. I just got up one day and I thought, लोगों को चलो पानी at least प्यास बुझाते हैं. So my idea was not to build a company or, uh, be a member at, I mean, be a guest at talk shows. It was just like when people used to ask for water, I used to pray to God ki itna capable banao that I can give them at least one glass of water to quench their thirst. So that
Right.
is where all this journey started. And if we know, when we are born, after 6 months, first thing that they put in our mouth is clean boiled water. And जब कोई इंसान ये जीवन छोड़ करके he goes further journey में, they put Ganga Jal. So it is Jal. They do not put thumbs up. So that is the
Yes.
importance of water. Life starts and ends with water. So it's all about.
Actually, it's all about water because 70% of our body is also made up of water. We
Yes.
cannot even survive without water. We can survive without food, without
Yes.
electricity, without
Without
everything. But
Instagram.
without Instagram, though, obviously, social media is just as accessories. We can survive without all of that, but we cannot survive without water. And you are absolutely right when you are mentioning that our old, like our mothers, like you are much younger to what I am. But yes, in those time, it was all about, nobody classified this as sustainability, but it was all about the way we had been brought up. It was about sustainability. Yes. I also remember, like, even later also, if my cousins and all, everybody, like whoever in those generation, they had no diapers.
Yes.
Everybody had all of these things later came in, and we started to really, really spoil the environment, spoil our nature. Yeah. So how is your organization now? Now that you have an organization, you have organized yourself around your passion, which was a
Um,
passion or purpose, or
Purpose.
yeah, whatever you can call that, you have organized yourself around that. So how is your this Amulya Boondh Foundation now creating an impact around in the society?
So, if whether I'm creating an impact should be told by people, and positively they say yes. Because
Mm-hmm.
we've seen that movie, Sholay, where that the villain says कि दूर दूर तक जब कोई बच्चा रोता है तो बोलते हैं कि गब्बर आ जाएगा, सो जाओ. तो यहाँ पर ये हालत है, में नल चालू है तो बोलते हैं कि नल बंद करो वरना आती आ जाएगी. That is how it all started, in light humor or joke or fun. But now people are really serious. So, out of the many projects that I did, there was one project which is very, 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 very close to my heart. Was when we used to go to sabzi mandis to buy vegetables and fruits. There are a lot here in Belgaum. Belgaum is a small city, not like a
Yeah.
metro. So we have
Yes.
most of these villagers sell their produce in the evening. And so they used to have chai 4 times, at least 4 times. But
Uh-huh.
20 or 30
So,
ml, not like a mug full, but they used to have it. And they used to have it in the plastic cup, not even the paper
mm,
plastic cup, the proper plastic cup. So, jab
mm,
that boiling chai used to fall in that, we could actually see the shape of the cup changing. But how
changing. Yes.
but how could we tell them what is science and what is? So, I'm a dentist by profession. I gave up practice, but lekin main hu to dentist hi. So I wore my apron, I borrowed a stethoscope from a friend, and I showed them. I said, see, isme अगर आप you may in local language, of course, I explained to them कि you'll have diseases, your children will have diseases. तो जब मैंने बोला आपको तकलीफ होगी तो nobody changed. I said लेकिन जो आप अभी खा रहे हो, it can be transferred to your children, उनके
Mm,
बच्चे. And that is why we distributed steel cups to everybody.
mm,
Proper, a very good quality heavy steel cup. तो आप अपना अपना चाय पियो, have it 100 times a day, no problem. Wash करो, take it home, get it the next time.
mm.
So I
Yes.
we all, when we talk about, okay. So, out of the, like, when we talk about sustainability, everybody wants to climb the Mount Everest. For example, we say we want to go for hiking. We start with a smaller hike first. We check with our body, all that, and then we go one step. But if you say कि मुझे शुरुआत ही Mount Everest से करनी है, तो you know that you're going to fail. वहाँ पर
Actually.
positivity doesn't work or motivation doesn't work, because we know that it is such a huge thing. So sustainability also is like climbing a mountain. And
Mm,
you start doing it slowly. Pehle say 10,000 steps, 20,000, and then build your, just build yourself around that. So I started very small, and this one thing which we had done is gone to the sabzi mandis, and instead of telling them ki composting karo, plastic ka bahishkar karo, falana karo, blame the government, we said don't do anything.
mm,
After sham ka whatever vegetables are left, just keep this in the corner. There were a couple of cows which would eat it. एक साथ रखो, and chai don't have it in plastic. because to
Wonderful.
dispose that chai cup, they used to burn it all along with dry leaves. So
Oh,
I had to
wow.
do a little drama, and they call me drama queen in Belgium, about which I'm very proud now. So I said, "Dekho, ye ho jayega," and try to be one of them. Ki say that I also suffered, so aap suffer mat karo. I have insurance, I have money, I can treat myself. आप लोग कहाँ से करोगे? Why fall ill in the first place? So वो सब
Absolutely.
we started, and now they all have it in chai cup. So once I started telling them कि आपके बच्चों को problem होगी, that is when they realize. And then I got to know कि ये entire world, all the mothers are worried
Hmm.
about their children. Nobody's worried about
Yeah. Their
themselves.
own selves. Yeah, nobody is worried about themselves. Children
They're
is the
all
one.
worried about their children. So
Hmm.
इसीलिए I said कि impact create करना है, तो it's always better to catch them young. That is the motto of my organization. कि बच्चों को सिखाओ.
Hmm.
Their brain or their mind is blank because वो छोटे हैं and there's no
Correct.
rubbish written on it. तो हम लोग
Yes.
वो क्यों ना भर दे उस blank CD में, which is productive and which they will remember for their entire life. जैसे बच्चों को languages सिखाया जाता है, sports, swimming, which they will never forget. So why
Hmm.
don't we teach them something, the language of sustainability?
Actually,
Yes.
yeah.
Uh, this is a small thing that I've done, and during COVID we have done a lot of work where hospital में खाना पहुंचाना था, and many daily wage workers who had lost their jobs,
Hmm.
priest of the temples and many other places of worship did not have any job. Small groups of weavers, like बहुत सारा नुकसान हो गया था, we all know. So what we did was we thought of giving them grocery. लेकिन
Hmm.
grocery also will be packed in plastic. So we
Hmm.
did not want to, help somebody and then put nature into trouble again. So we
Yes. Yes.
collected saris from everybody, जो फटे हुए saris which they couldn't wear anymore, or dupattas, anything. And we got them stitched into huge bags, and उसमें grocery भर के we gave people. So very
Hmm.
small thing, कुछ बड़ा
Hmm.
नहीं है. It's not like I represented my country in some international festival, nothing like that. But I tell you, these small things have a great impact.
Fact. Actually, I must really salute you, Aarti, that people, when in COVID, they were all tucked inside their houses, घर में बंद हैं, because they were fearing that infection
Yes.
उनको नहीं हो जाएगा. And you had the heart, and you had that kind of a determination to help, and help in such a way that it is not even spoiling the nature. So that
Yeah.
is twofold. No, thinking that and also doing this, this is really, really salute worthy, I must tell you.
Right.
I must really clap you for that. And I know there are so many people who have done so much.
Yes.
Yes, so it is for all of them that we are a humanity based society where we can really say that humanity still exists, because there are people around us who are like you, who really worry about the people around them.
Oh, when we
So
say society, when we say country, we say हमारे surroundings. So surroundings is not just trees, water, and society. मतलब are people also. So I believe in Vasudeva Kutumbakam. I don't know how many people believe in that, but I really feel when we talk about society, we should always think about causing benefit to somebody else. तो automatically उनके साथ हमारा भी कहीं ना कहीं benefit हो जाता है. This is what I've experienced.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल the ripple effect is there
Yes.
when you start small. So what you are saying है कि मैंने बहुत छोटे तरीके से किया, but I don't think this is छोटा तरीका, because you had a big thought. No, there was a big thought behind that small idea that you have done, that small action that you took, but the idea was very big, to really help people, and also in a sustainable way,
Yes.
more importantly. So when we are talking about sustainability to the audience, we are also telling them that it is not about going for marches. It is not going
Yes.
to help you when you are taking big conferences, because I have seen when you're talking about the plastic cups using for the tea.
Yeah.
I attended one of the conference, and then they were having water bottles which are plastic bottles.
Plastic, yes.
Every conference have those small now, which is, we will not name the companies who are producing those small bottles for the
I know.
facility and for the use of all the dignitaries and all the people who come along. And it has become a so pro thing that
Yes.
I am carrying my own small bottle. And when after the conference is over, all those small bottles are littered on the
Started.
floor,
Yeah.
and all the things are, all the bins are filled with those plastic bottles. and where do they go? Even if it is small, it is plastic. They don't
Yes,
understand that. They're talking about no plastic in the conference, and then you're using plastic bottles to drink water.
yes, yes, yes. That's the
So
biggest
there's
hypocrisy.
the biggest hypocrisy happening there in those conferences. So yeah, if we have to really voice out. So I voiced out that everybody can carry their own water bottles, whoever is coming, and the people on the dais can be served in a glass of water. Why
Yes.
they need a water bottle which is a plastic water bottle?
What when plastic wasn't invented? Were people dying of thirst because of not having mineral
Yeah,
water, whatever
correct,
water?
correct. I remember we used to go in train, wherever we used to go in train, we always used to have that surai. अभी तो
Yes,
किसी सुराई बोलेंगे तो उनको
पता
पता
ही
भी
नहीं.
नहीं सुराई
Yes,
क्या
yes,
है. But we used to have that picture, which if you want to talk in English to tell them, it was a small
yes,
picture with that kind of a small hole outside, not a
yes,
pot, so that we can carry that. And we used to carry, though we didn't have even the thermos flask those time कि flask में ले जाएंगे, only वो सुराई, क्योंकि उसमें ठंडा रहेगा पानी.
yes, correct.
तो we used to carry those small pictures. और ठीक है, टूट गई तो टूट गई, अगले स्टेशन पे ले सकते हैं, या अगले
Yes,
for the next travel we can buy a new one. That is okay. At least the person who is making that is also getting some employment out
yes,
of this.
absolutely.
So that is how we as children used to travel. And today you see only water bottles, which are plastic bottles,
Everything is
right?
plastic nowadays.
And those microplastics are going inside you. We don't even realize that. Yeah, so amazing. You are doing a wonderful thing now. I would like you to share a few tips, because now that you have not even talked about, we had discussed about composting also, that you do a lot of composting.
Yeah.
So yeah. Please share some tips, practical tips for the audience, so that they know that this is not an alien thing. Already what you
Yeah.
have shared, very close thing, because sabji wale sabke paas aate hain. It is only how we can observe them.
Yes.
Am I aware? Am I mindful of what is happening around me? Or I'm so engrossed in only doing what I have to do in my own life,
Yes.
not even bothering कि ये
Oh,
मेरे को कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा किसी के का एक प्लास्टिक के कप में पीने से मुझे क्या फर्क पड़
कब
रहा
मिलेगा? फर्क पड़ेगा. Correct है.
है ना. So we go by that. But are we aware that my small actions can really build on this whole thing?
Yes.
And we talk about sustainability, UN sustainability goals 2030, which is only 6 years apart now.
Yes.
And it is not UN who is going to fulfill these, no, it is
No,
we
no.
who have to do
We.
it.
Yes. So the funniest thing that when you were saying, I remembered that 2 years ago I had gone to Varanasi to visit Ganga Ma. Kashi Vishwanath was secondary, but I had gone to see Ganga Ma, and I wanted to see how they have cleaned everything. So the government has done a great job in cleaning and keeping two separate bins. But we as citizens, we haven't complied. I mean, I saw people just throwing everything. The most educated people coming out of Audis and Mercedes doing that. Uh, but one incident I saw was after the Ganga Aarti. During the Ganga Aarti, everybody was chanting shlokas very loudly, very happily, बहुत joyously. And I felt very bad. I told my friend कि मुझे एक भी श्लोक आरती नहीं आती. Seriously, I should learn. Shame on me. Then she said, it's okay. नहीं आती तो नहीं आती. It's okay. सीख लो अगली बार. And everybody was singing जोर जोर से. And I was just looking at everybody कि forgive me. कि मुझे श्लोक नहीं आते. And during the aarti, there were these chai wale bhaiya who were giving chai for who were interested. Again in that plastic cup, the paper cup. तो ये सब लोग चाय पी रहे थे and everybody was singing आरती and the end of the 45-minute आरती वो चाय का कप उन्होंने गंगा में ही डाल दिया.
गंगा में डाल दिया. Right, actually.
And I had tears in my eyes. तो मेरी फ्रेंड ने बोला अच्छा श्लोक नहीं आ रहा इसलिए इतना रो रही हो. I said no, I'm happy. मुझे श्लोक नहीं आता होगा, but I know that I have not polluted Ganga Ma. She is more happy with me than these people. I'm very sure. So
Right.
after the aarti, one man comes in a speedboat or a motorboat and he collects all that kachra. Why should you create that? और ये बताने के लिए, do you need someone like me to come on your podcast and tell them कि गंगा माँ गंदी मत करो, don't
Correct.
put that.
Correct.
Why do you need anyone? Like you said, doable things bolo. I have told all the doable things through the reels. but people still feel जैसे हम लोग we try to find a solution to every problem. I have known people who try to find a problem to every solution that I give. Like मैंने बोला था, don't use all those detergent bars. So to all the mothers who are watching, if you have seen बर्तन धोने के बाद एक परत जमती है white color की, that is definitely chemical. It is not भगवान का प्रसाद, and you are eating it. And then you pray to God ki keep my children happy. See, God does listen to his children. I'm very sure positive vibes definitely work. लेकिन अगर आप महादेव के जैसे जहर खाने के बाद you expect that miraculously कुछ नहीं होगा, then I'm really sorry. We need to come out of that bubble. कि भगवान भी बेचारे बोलते रहेंगे कि I just have like मतलब what else can I do? तुम जहर पी रहे हो, you are expecting me to save you, you are jumping from a hill expecting me to come, and वो नहीं होगा. So even he
So you
says,
have to use, yeah, we have to use our own wisdom.
yes,
No,
he's given us wisdom to do the right
correct.
thing, and we
Yes.
can't say that हम लोग तो see वो बर्तन का हो गया, everywhere we are using chemicals. ये people don't understand this. Whenever you tell them, जैसे परसों we went to the school of hearing impaired, वो बच्चियाँ they cannot hear, they cannot speak, सिर्फ अपने विजन के थ्रू दे ट्राई अंडरस्टैंड understand so much कि हम अपने पांचों सेंसेस लगा के नहीं समझ सकते. You know, they try to understand a lot of things. उनका जो A, B, C, D है, which I learned also was so difficult. So I was trying to tell them कि sanitary pads मत जलाओ, plastic वाले. The sanitary pads are not good for you. You know, chemicals बहुत होते हैं. And plus when you burn them, the air quality index, you know, वो भी खराब होती है. So don't use it. So I was telling them to use cotton pads, and I gave them reusable pads to use करो. So there were people who had a problem saying that ये सब गंदे चीजें मत सिखाओ बच्चियों को. You know, don't teach them all these dirty things. So I was like, what is dirty in this? So doable things also are objectionable to some people.
Actually, and actually, we used to have, now that you had brought about the topic of menstrual pads also. I must tell you that even our old nani and dadis, they used to use only cotton pads.
I have used, because we could, when I was in 6th standard, and ये तभी pad was, I think 9 or 10 rupees का एक आता था. It was a luxury thing at that.
Luxury, yes,
So we
actually.
couldn't afford it. So my nani ma, who stays in Karwar, used to send cotton use kiye हुए sarees, super absorbent.
Yes,
The only
very
thing,
soft there,
very
yes, yes.
soft. लेकिन उसका सिर्फ एक ही डिसएडवांटेज या कन्वीनियंस, व्हाट वाज रॉन्ग अबाउट इट वाज कि वो कन्वीनियंट नहीं था. फॉर मी इट वाज एब्सोल्युटली कन्वीनियंट, बट नाउ इफ यू टेल पीपल, तो you know, doable things में first thing that I want to tell everybody, even if it's doable or not doable, you should shift to you know, reusable menstruation, because a blood laden pad, the girls who go to college should do this. 8 घंटे रखो, you know, just keep it in a closed space, see how it smells, and then try to lift it without gloves and you dispose it. So imagine in a garbage truck how many women के कितने pads कितने दिन रखे होंगे, and the driver has to, you know, even if you wear a mask, has to smell that. So
Actually, and the girls and the rag pickers who are picking up,
are women.
imagine their plight.
Yes.
Imagine their plight.
So if you cannot do it, so you know, you said a very nice thing कि people are engrossed so much in their own self. मैं पूछती हूँ कि इतना क्या करने में आप busy हो? What are you so busy with doing that ये छोटी चीज you don't understand? What are you, like yesterday I had gone to Hubli for that program. One person said, "Ma'am, time नहीं है." I said, "What are you doing?" तो मैं, I wash my clothes, I wash my बर्तन, I clean my house, I do activities outside, I take care of my. तो उनको लगा आपके पास you must be having domestic help. No, I don't. I do all this work myself. तो अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ, I'm 40, तो आप लोग भी कर ही सकते हो.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
हम लोगों ने अपने माइंड को ऐसे समझाए कि हम लोग ना, वी आर लाइक दिस एंड वी आर नॉट सपोज टू डू ऑल दैट. हमारा जो काम है हम करें. एंड लाइक जिम में वी हैव अ चीट डे, राइट? 6 days वर्कआउट एंड 7th day ईट पिज्जा, एवरीथिंग. या तो यहाँ पर क्या है, सब कुकर्म करो, यूज प्लास्टिक, ये करो, एंड 7वें दिन गो टू सम टेम्पल एंड प्रे इन फ्रंट ऑफ गॉड एंड से,
yeah, Sunday is for prayer.
yes, he will not help you. He or she, whoever, will not help you if you do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even I can voice, I can really hear you, I can feel you. because even I voice out in the same way, the way you are able to voice out. So that is how we are today here together
Yes,
to bring this to the fore. So when you're talking about using a detergent bar or
yes,
a soap, so I will also share wherever you want me to. I will share the links where we can get all those sustainable kind of
yes,
products which you
yes,
want us to understand. किसी एक ने भी यूज करना शुरू कर दिया तो हमें अच्छा लगेगा. We will be really happy if only one person starts to use that one product which is
yes,
sustainable, because that little dent has been made. We will feel that.
yes,
So this is because there are a lot of people who are coming into this.
yes.
So when we are aware of it, only then we can start using it. Otherwise, we have the thought, but because we don't have the facility to use it, we will not.
So there was this one trending thing on Instagram last year called Kiss the Bonda. Bonda means in Mangalore language, coconut, tender coconut. So
Hmm.
instead of putting a straw, you kiss the Bonda as in directly drink that. तो वो ट्रेंडिंग रील बनाने के चक्कर में so many people shifted to kiss the bonda and said कि we do not want straws. Such a
Straws, yes.
small thing we can avoid, right?
Actually, yes,
Don't give me a
absolutely.
straw. Or if
Absolutely.
you go to a see, first thing, more than doable, people need to know that this is right and this is wrong. So jo, like I said, paper cup, most of these ice creams parlors, they serve it in paper plastic. So we should use our head ki agar wo paper hota to ice cream would have leaked out. And दूसरी चीज, how can we call paper eco-friendly and sustainable when you're cutting trees for it?
Cutting trees for it, the tissue
Yeah.
paper that we are using everywhere.
Yes, yes,
तो घर में हम लोग डस्टिंग का कपड़े पुराने कपड़ों से बनाते थे. आज
yes,
तक भी मैं वैसे ही यूज करती हूँ. ओल्ड
yes,
बनियान, everything which is there, I use only that as a dusting cloth. Even to wipe my kitchen floor or kitchen
yes.
platform, I'm using only cloth. But then the new age will have those kitchen napkins. They use
Yes, yes.
napkins and
No, it's
how
more of
many?
a fad. I think
Yes,
वो एक चीज है that people want to show. You know what the problem है, यहाँ पर sustainability नहीं है. यहाँ पर it is about, लोग साइंस तो बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं बट मॉरल साइंस कहीं ना कहीं भूल जाते हैं. सो
yes.
वी आई ऑल्सो इंक्लूड माई सेल्फ इन इट बिकॉज हम लोग एक ही रेस के हैं. सो आई थिंक दैट लोगों को दिखाना होता है कि वी हैव दिस.
Hmm.
जैसे सपोज इट्स योर बर्थडे टुडे, अगर आपने बहुत अच्छे से सेलिब्रेट किया विथ योर फैमिली, if you are a person who feels happy by that, आप वो pictures कहीं post नहीं करोगे. But the
Hmm.
desire to tell people that we celebrated in a particular way, हम लोगों ने इतना खर्चा किया, मुझे iPhone 15 gift मिला, that desire, no, it's an emptiness. मतलब हम लोग को लगता है
Yes,
कि वो
yes,
करने से
yes.
खुशी मिलेगी, but it's not खुशी, it's that shallow. So I request people to come out of it. आप
Yeah.
जैसे हो वैसे दिखाओ, मोटे हो काले हो, आई एम एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट हैज टू फील, मैं क्यों अपना बड़ा शरीर लेके सबको दिखाना. आई एम लाइक ओके, इट्स ओके. तो एक्सेप्ट योर सेल्फ जैसे भी हो एंड गो बैक टू योर रूट्स. हमारे पेरेंट्स, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, दे वर सो गुड. सस्टेनेबिलिटी आई थिंक दे डिड नॉट नो. जैसे कि
Oh,
केले
yeah.
के पेड़ के नीचे बर्तन धोना,
हाँ.
बिकॉज banana tree takes all sorts of water and its root purifies, और वो कभी खराब भी नहीं होता है. What
Hmm.
do we get a dishwasher
Yeah.
जिस पर जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से चलता है. एक दिन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है तो वो डिश वॉश नहीं होंगे. वी हैव अ वॉशिंग मशीन, वी यूज ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ सर्फ एक्सेल ए वो वॉट एवर. हैव यू नोटिस हमारे हाथों में छाले पड़ते वंस यू यूज दैट
Yeah, yes.
पाउडर. या,
Actually, in COVID, my hands had become rotten.
यस,
Uh, Kept on washing because there was nobody to help. So they had become rotten.
यस,
And then we had to wear gloves. And sometimes I had to wear gloves and wash, but it was
यस.
not feasible to wear gloves and wash. So, yeah, it cream पे cream लगा रहे थे हम.
केमिकल्स होते हैं. या,
भी
एंड हम
chemical.
अपने बच्चों को, दिस इज अगेन फॉर ऑल द मदर्स, कि बच्चों को खुश करने के लिए वी आर बाइंग थिंग्स टू
Hmm.
मेक देम हैप्पी. लेकिन बच्चे कभी नहीं बोलते कि यू बाय दिस थिंग, यू बाय थिंग. ये आप लोगों ने उनके दिमाग में डाल दिया कि वी गिव यू दिस सो यू हैप्पी. एक्चुअली बच्चे को चाहिए होता है एक्सेप्टेंस, चाहिए होता है टाइम, चाहिए होता है लव.
Yeah, yeah.
बट ही डज नॉट और शी डज नॉट से कि मुझे हर ब्रांड का प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. सो बच्चों
Right.
को खुश करने के लिए वट एवर दे से हम लोग को पूरा जहां उनके पैरों के तले डाल देते हैं. दैट इज वेयर लॉट ऑफ वेस्ट हैपेंस. ये
Yes.
डुएबल चीजें हैं, डोंट हैव टू. सभी चीजें यू वांट वो आपकी होनी ही चाहिए इज पोर्ट्रेड इन द बिजनेस कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड, यू नो, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स बोलते हैं जो मुझे चाहिए वो मैं ला के रहूंगा, दिस इज माई ड्रीम कार, प्लीज कीप योर ड्रीम्स असाइड, बिकॉज
Absolutely, absolutely,
the
absolutely.
planet is dying. You
Yes,
just
yes,
keep your materialistic dreams aside. आपको
yes,
ड्रीम करना है तो थिंक लाइक आईपीएस मनोज शर्मा कि आई वांट टू इम्प्रूव माय कंट्री, आई वांट टू स्टॉप करप्शन, आई वांट टू स्टॉप चीटिंग. वैसे वी कैन से आई वांट टू स्टॉप प्लास्टिक, आई वांट टू स्टॉप पोल्यूटिंग द. सिंपल सी बात है, बीच पे जाते हैं, खा, वी ईट दैट, यू नो, शेंगा, उसका जो पील है नीचे फेंक देते हैं बिकॉज इट इज बायोडिग्रेडेबल. लेकिन क्या
hmm.
वो अपने आप बायोडिग्रेड होगा अगर उसको करेक्ट वो एनवायरनमेंट नहीं मिला? सो इज इट, सो दिस इज अ स्मॉल थिंग, राइट?
Yes, yes.
एग्रीगेट करो, दीज आर डुएबल से भी ज्यादा डुएबल है. नो, अ न्यू बॉर्न बेबी कैन ऑल्सो डू इट.
Right. Actually, yes. So I will look out for whatever you are going to share,
Yes.
the way to compost, how, where to get the compost box, everything. When you will share, I will share with my audience in my Insta account and everywhere, so that they are also able to reach out to these people and buy things which are more sustainable. So as we end our talk, which is not going to end if we don't end, because we can speak and speak and speak on this topic, which is, I know, very, very close to both of our hearts. So thank you so much, Aarti. One last message to the audience, what you want to say, just one impactful line.
I think no individual, no action is small and neither an individual is small. Like मेरे एक के करने से क्या होगा पीपल से, बहुत कुछ हो सकता है, बहुत कुछ हो सकता है. So it took one person to give freedom to the country, they say, or
Yes,
you
yes,
know, it took one. Now currently one person is handling the entire country, and how so well. So never think that मेरे एक के करने से क्या होगा. So this has always been something which has uplifted me when I'm upset, that no action is small, neither an
yes.
individual is small. Everybody can have an impact. Each one can have an impact.
Yes, so waiting for everybody to rise up and create that kind of an impact from our sustainable endeavors which we are taking up. We are also sharing these talks so that we can light a little spark in you. It is nothing we want, just don't want to belittle anybody or be shame anybody, but we really want to light that little spark in
Yes.
every heart, so that you start to be aware, because mindfulness is what we really require today. To live a mindful life is to be living a sustainable life. So thank you once again, Aarti. And if you also know of somebody who is working on this path already,
Yes.
uh, I will write you to please share with me.
I will. I
And if
will.
you are listening, please share with me your number so that you can be the next guest here. And you want to share your story, you are most welcome to be the guest here, so that we can together create a world, create a planet which is living healthily. And then only we can live healthily in that planet. So thank you so much, Aarti. It was
Thank
real
you.
pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Namaste.